Welcome to the Amazing Couples Game Show. I'm your host, Byron Hodges. This is season 2, episode 27. This is my co-host, my wife, Phyllis Hodges.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Amazing Couples Game Show. And I am Mrs. Hodges. This is my honey bun, and I'm feeling not great, even though we're wearing the gray, looking good, but I'm not feeling great.
I like gray.
You like gray? I like gray too. Hopefully,
I'm distinguished.
Yes, we are looking distinguished in our gray. Honey, we have a surprise for the viewers and for our guests tonight.
It was for me too.
I know. I kind of just told him about the switch up, you all. We're going to get started by letting you hear the jingle, and then we're going to introduce the couple, and we're going to tell you what the little switch is all about, the surprise. Okay, let me see here. Listen up for the jingle. We're going to dedicate this to the songstress, Miss Candy Cooper. Girl, you're flowing with this. Let's go.
We're stepping it up. Laughing, loving, amazing couples. We're stepping it up. Amazing, amazing,
How amazing,
just amazing. Laughing, loving, amazing couples. We're stepping it up.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. We are stepping it up. Welcome to the Amazing Couples Game Show, and we're going to get started. Let's let them in. Let's let them in. You feeling okay, babe?
There.
You
I'm
there?
here. How you doing?
Look.
There we are.
Think. Can you hear? Recording. Hey, y'all.
Hey now, how y'all doing?
All right, we are good. Welcome everybody to the Amazing Couples Game Show. Honey, our cousins.
Our cousin.
Yes.
Oh, cousins. We've never actually seen each other in person.
Yep. But hey, coming to you live from Kansas City.
Kansas City is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, the viewers want to know what's so amazing about what's going on. Before we all brought you all in, we told everybody we're about to surprise you all.
Okay.
We're going to do something that you all don't have any clue that we're going to do tonight.
Oh, okay. Wow.
and it's going to work. And I just told Honey Bun about it. Look at here. We love us some family. We like to go all out when it's family. So this is going to be a 2-part show. What does it mean? Normally, we have 3 guests and we do the game show, but not tonight, baby. We're going to introduce you all. We're going to talk about you all. We're going to find out all about our kinfolks. And then next week, we're going to bring y'all back on. You got to get your schedule right. Next week, we're going to have the game. So this whole 45 minutes, 50 minutes, it's going to be about them.
Whatever it lets.
Whatever it takes. Okay? All right. Let's introduce. Are y'all okay with that? They said.
Yeah.
Over there.
Okay. They said, okay. So viewers, welcome to the Amazing Couples Game Show. Honey Bun, Byron Hodges, and I, as the creators and the co-host of the Amazing Couples Show, we're going to introduce you to our couples tonight. And yes, it is a couple. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about love and laughter and all that great stuff. And on next week, we bringing them back and 2 other couples. And then we're going to really see how they know each other. Now, let me get on with it. Cousin Saleen, Rasheed, and cousin, who is his beautiful wife? Latasha. Oh, he already know. Latasha. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me tell them a little bit about Saleen, his organization and his business. Saleen is a community organizer for the Urban Neighborhood Initiative and the executive director of Rasheed Communication. Okay, baby. Now, since you already knew, Latasha.
Latasha is a production head at CVS Health Distribution Center and a home health aide.
Oh my goodness,
You've
you've
been married 2 years.
2 years. We're talking about some newly.
Man, I'm telling you, been at camp.
2 of the best years of my life so far.
Wait a minute. What'd you say, cuz? 2 years, what?
The 2 of the best years of my life so far.
Oh, we're gonna hear about that tonight.
How long have we been married?
I'm gonna put 4 up and you put the other ones up. 48. So
40.
So we only have 46 to go.
there you go. That's what I'm talking. Okay, dokie. Now wait a minute, honey. We always learn from the couples, and this beautiful couple are a blended family.
Okay.
We're talking about
We're already blended.
we're blended for sure, but we're
Yeah.
talking about 9 children, young
Put my
adults.
glass down.
Put your glass down because they're gonna tell us all about that, how they make all of that work.
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
Okay,
I'm
let's.
pretty busy.
I know. So come on, y'all. Let's talk. Let's talk about you all. I want you to introduce, you tell us a little bit more in depth about you all from a professional standpoint, and then go and get up close and comfortable with us and tell us a little bit about your personal life. We're gonna sit back and listen.
Okay. I guess I'll start with me. Like you said, I'm Saleen Rasheed, but I am a junior. So my
Okay.
dad is also Saleen Rasheed.
Yes.
I have 7 biological kids, which consist of 5 boys and 2 girls. I actually had 8, but I lost a daughter in 1998.
Okay.
She had an intestinal atresia. It's a small intestinal block thing, and she lived for like 18 months, and she was scheduled for a transplant, but unfortunately that didn't come through. And so I left me with 7 beautiful kids.
Wow. Look, I have 7 cousins that I have never met. Oh my God. Go ahead. Continue.
Yep. So technically, I have 3 daughters because my stepdaughter is more like my biological daughter than a stepdaughter. And you better not tell her anything different.
That's what now that's real family. That's real love. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on with
And that's basically, that's how we were raised. That's how my dad instilled in us. Like, we don't even look at our siblings as step. We don't even use the word step in our family nowhere. They are our brothers and our sisters, whether it's from my dad's side or my mom's side or what have you. So we both have that dynamic going on. So
That's
we've always
wisdom.
adhered to that. And I think, for me, I've always been family oriented. My kids have always been like a major intricate part of my life. They pretty much drove me to reach the levels of success, or to really try my best to reach the levels of success to provide them with some type of a comfortable life. Definitely come from humble beginnings, and it certainly has been, a challenge and a struggle, but with difficulty comes ease. And I'm starting to recognize a little bit of the ease now.
Okay.
On a professional level, like you said, I am a community organizer. My official title is Community Engagement Specialist for the Urban Neighborhood Initiative. It's a non-for-profit here in Kansas City, Missouri. And the director is U.S. Congressman Cleaver's wife, Diane Cleaver.
Right.
The Congressman Cleaver is the 5th Congressional District, United States Congressman from Missouri.
Okay.
So then the organization is, the division I'm over is called Building Better Blocks. Our initiative is called Building Better Blocks, and it consists of like 5 components. The main one is social interaction. So like neighborhood associations designate a block within their neighborhood, and then me and my team, I assign a block connector to that block, and our focus is to try to get the people on that block to become first more socially interactive, to communicate with each other, get to know each other, because like too often in our community, we have a lot of blocks that aren't neighborhoods. It's just a lot of people that live in houses that don't know each other. And a lot of times,
that is true.
From the past, there's good reasons because of different things, drugs and all the things over some years, but the only way you can really be safe and have a healthy society is when people come together, look out for each other, and be more social with their neighbor. Like all the scriptures say, you love your neighbor.
Exactly.
So we try to instill that. That's like one of the main components. And then we also work on safety and crime prevention. We work on health and wellness, try to attack issues that are germane to our community, try to provide resources and resource identification, just awareness and education.
Yes.
We focus on civic engagement too, making sure everyone is aware of who their city council representative is and who the neighborhood leaders are, the community leaders are, like where their polling places are, stuff like that, register to vote and keep them apprised of what the issues are and stuff like that. We offer some minor home repair too. And our minor home repair, like the city has a program where you have to be at a certain income level. But the minor home repair we offer, we have a fund, we have a grant from H&R Block, and it doesn't require an income. You don't have to be below the poverty level and all that. You just have to own your home and live in your home. Okay. So that's like my main focus there, and it takes up a lot of my time. I'm really contracted for about 55 hours a month to work that. But my baby is Rasheed Communication, which it's my publication. I put out a bi-monthly publication. It comes out every other month, and the focus is on premier Black-owned businesses, powerful women in business, and minority small business owners. Because too often we're plagued within our community again is we have a lot of businesses that have a lot of good concepts, have great customer service, but for some reason, the people in our community go out of our community and spend their money with other businesses instead of recirculating our money back in our own community.
Right.
So trying to work and encourage people to do group economics, to try to circulate our dollars a little more in our own community so that they can service the people within our community. We also highlight, spotlight companies and corporations that reinvest in the community or advance people of color or women up the corporate ladder. And one of the components too is we want to expose companies and corporations that don't, but I haven't really started doing that yet because I want to stay more on the positive stuff. And so we try to highlight 2 local businesses per issue, like the cover issue, then the spotlight on business. And we just have people tell, their business journey, what influenced them or what were their inspirations to get into business, what are some of the obstacles they may have faced, and what is their formula for success. We try to encourage other people to become entrepreneurs or, if they're already an entrepreneur, how to sustain their business and take it to the next level. And we want to hold these businesses accountable too, because we're telling the consumers that they should shop with these businesses, but we're telling these businesses I'll have to earn the consumers' dollars.
For sure.
So it kind of works together, and it's getting a really big buzz. Like here lately, I've got a lot of financial institutions that have sought me out, banks and stuff like that have first-time home buyer programs where they can work with you and get your credit right and have your low mortgage and stuff like that. And so a lot of those are reached out about those programs, the ones that have small business funding for small minority businesses or women-owned businesses and stuff. So that's really fulfilling a lot of them. I'm in the community a lot.
I see. But with all of this you're saying, you're doing this and your wife is a part of this, or you doing this 24/7? Because I'm listening and it's a whole lot.
What type of?
The wife is very, very supportive in all of these initiatives. In fact, she gets out in the community with me. She does canvases with me. We heard events for different neighborhoods. We do block parties and events at their local community parks and stuff. And she tables and pass out literature and takes photos and do all the little engagement stuff too. And
totally different from what we got. We got like an organization you might meet once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yearly dues. Anything tragic comes up, they post notes. We need to meet. It's not I hear that you're offering. We don't hear anything like that.
And so what you're talking about, is that strictly in Kansas City, in your area, or do you all venture out in other cities and states?
Yeah, right now the Urban Neighborhood Initiative is based in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
So all of those initiatives for the Building Better Blocks is pretty much with that. But in addition to the Building Better Blocks, our Urban Neighborhood Initiative is also engaged in an initiative called Vacant to Vibrant, where they try to find like land parcels or lots that have been abandoned by the owners or whatever, and then transform them into something viable. So we use the area to turn it into a pocket park for that community, and you know, a few things like that. So we do that, and then we fought here recently. We've got a ordinance passed through the city council for affordable housing, so that all the new developers come in that want a tax abatement to do development. If any new development to have an excess of 10 units in it, 20% of those have to be set aside for the area median income for the area in which it's built at like 30%. So 30% of the people's income, the rent can't exceed 30% of their income, which is the average income for that area. And a little times it's skewed because sometimes the median income is not a real accurate reflection of the area.
For sure.
But we try to get as close as we can, and that was really the best we could do. But it did just recently pass, and so we just work on initiatives like that, basically.
That is so interesting, and I'm sure our viewers are learning a great deal because, again, our YouTube channel, along with the Facebook Live, this is all around the world. So for areas that's not tapping into some of these resources, this can give them a to say, wow, somebody is doing something else. Let's try that too. So I want to hear from your beautiful wife. Talk to us. All of this is going on. You're a mom and a wife, a newlywed. So talk to us. Let us hear from the wife.
Yes, my name is Latasha Rasheed. I am a production lead at CVS Health Distribution Center, and also for my part-time work, I do home health aid also, where I take care of the elderly and everything. And so yeah, and I have two beautiful kids. I have a son that is 13 years old, and I have a daughter that will be 11 in November.
Ooh, you busy.
I am they keep me busy. And so as my part-time, alongside with what he said, I do help him with the canvases and events and everything like that. So yes.
Do y'all have a CVS there?
Yes, we do. Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So
it's like a drugstore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the pharmacy thing.
Every corner.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
big warehouse.
Yeah, I think is it the regional for? I think it's the regional distribution
for the Kansas City, Missouri area.
Oh, okay.
They service like all of the CVS.
We service the CVS pharmacies. We service the mini clinics and everything. We make sure they get all of their medicine, supplies, and home health aid stuff that they need. We make sure we supply all the pharmacies and the mini clinics around the regional Kansas City metro area.
Interesting, and it's such a need for that when we're talking about healthcare. And I heard you mention about seniors. That is one of my passionate areas. We really love seniors, and we try to do what we possibly can as often as we can for seniors. Honey, you had some questions. Honey Bun, he wanted to blend this tonight in terms of me getting to know you all and him saying, okay, we're gonna still ask them some questions. So I'm loving this. Go for it, baby.
All right, let's see what we got.
Listen up, y'all.
Okay.
All right.
And honey, when you ask them, can we jump in and answer?
Anytime you want. This is for why.
Well,
what is it? Yes.
Okay.
What's that say?
Okay.
What is it that you do for your husband he looks forward to?
Ooh. I like that.
One. Oh, that is a good one. I think I think he just looks forward to me when I come home in the evening time from work, and especially when I'm getting ready to cook dinner. He looks forward to that.
Okay.
That's the golden thing. Every time I come home, baby, what we having for dinner? I'm like, honey.
I'm loving that. So if he's looking forward to you coming home cooking, you must cook real well.
Yes.
I got another question.
These
are kind of like
my late grandmother, rest her soul. I think she would definitely be proud of me. I took some lessons from her, so I learned a lot from her. So
Okay, so since Honey Bun asked you that question, let me go over here and ask your husband. Since she cook and she can cook well, and you go home or come home looking for something on the table, some good food, do you ever bring food home to the family, or do you get in the kitchen and help with the cooking? Ever?
I cook. I do like 50% of the cooking.
Oh, you do.
Maybe 60% sometimes. I don't know. But I do some good cooking. And I agree with what she said, but also I would add that I look forward to her days off when she's home and can fix breakfast, and she makes the best coffee.
All right. Okay.
Ooh,
So I
honey,
really
listen.
I love the mornings when she doesn't have to get up because she goes to work so early. She gets up at like 4 in the morning before the roosters even get up, and she's out there. So by the time I get up, I'm all alone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
I gotta fix my own breakfast and all that, which I don't mind, but I like when she fixes breakfast. It just has a better taste to it and the coffee.
Okay.
I love that, honey. You know, I'm cooking you food meals all the time.
All the time.
And do you like it?
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
And most of the time when Byron is cooking, he's normally doing the grilling. But coming in the kitchen,
No.
he don't come in the kitchen because he can't season. I said, stay out of the kitchen.
For me.
Yeah, for you. And I like to kind of spicy and all of that. And he like, oh, okay. It's in the family. It's in the bloodline. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, baby. You got another question?
I got another one.
Okay.
These are type questions that would be on the game show.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
All right. What is the most serious conversation you've had with your husband?
And we do know y'all ain't been married for 2 years.
2
We
years.
understand that. But you have to have had a serious conversation.
Yeah, I started counting my hands off with you know how many I've had.
Yeah.
that's a good question. Oh, think about that one. Oh.
Let me see. You mean to tell me? Have you all?
Oh, that is a good question.
Fine.
I'm gonna
That's good.
Really?
You hadn't had any.
really though, I'm gonna really say finances. That's like the most
Okay.
important thing. Finances.
That's normal. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
That's a serious question right there. That's
Right,
really-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what you say, and I like that, being so honest. And the viewers, they're tuning in because they see these amazing couples. I don't care how many years you've been married, they should be able to tune into the amazing couples and learn something. So you just mentioned finances. Baby, it can make a marriage or break a marriage. So we better have some real conversation about that.
That's right.
All right, honey?
Thank you, cousin.
What'd you say, honey?
Our money is our
That's
money.
it. That's it.
Right.
That's what it is.
Many people, you know, they don't see that. Okay, honey, you hold the question for 1 second. I want to show my cousin something that may surprise them.
Okay.
Okay?
Got a picture of my dad or something else. Hey, that's in Arkansas, and I'm in that picture somewhere.
Are you in this picture? You better tell me, where are you?
I think I'm with Yetcha. Do I have the cap on? Let's see. I'm standing by Yetcha, I think, in that picture somewhere. Let's see.
Wait a minute.
Is it-
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Are you on? Are you on this side or this side?
I don't
You gotta
know.
get closer, babe.
I can't remember. What was this? I don't know, because I don't.
Okay, but you,
those
but
are
you,
the-
but you,
Yeah, and I don't know if I was in that one.
but you know, did you come to Little Rock?
I did, but I don't think I came that time.
Okay, because I think it's been several reunions here in Little Rock. I think I've only attended 2.
Yeah.
And this one right here, I think was one of the first ones. I was telling my husband, he was praying for me because I was all on the floor, all up under the bed. I was looking for this other picture of a reunion picture. We were in Kansas City. Do you,
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that year.
did you
Is
get,
that the Logan Story and all that?
yes, did you get a picture?
No, I didn't get a picture. I didn't get a picture. In fact, the year that they was in Kansas City, I ended up out of town.
Oh, okay. Honey, you know how I am about family. I've never met him. I'm looking on here saying, is he on here? I better show it to
Now
him.
you know he's not.
I know.
Yeah, I gotta find. I'm gonna have to get that. My dad has the one that
In
I was.
Kansas City.
Yeah, it was. I think it was either the year. It was like a year or two before my grandmother, Lolly, Miss Akins, passed. So it was,
Okay. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it was back a bit.
Okay. All right. Byron, I think it's time for us to quit talking about family.
Yeah.
And honey, you're gonna ask some questions. Here we go.
Got through asking questions.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, babe, let me see. Here we
Why
go.
don't you ask questions?
Okay, Byron told me to go
I'm
ahead.
passing the buck.
You're gonna pass the buck. Okay. Let's talk about travel. This is for both of you all. Where are some of the places you've been as a married couple that you would love to go back?
Man, all I can say is Florida.
Florida.
Florida, huh?
Florida.
Yeah.
Was that your anniversary or
No, it was just a family vacation we went to. And actually, it fell on my birthday week too. So I was there for my birthday, and it was just a vacation that we had planned. And like last year, actually, we went and we didn't really get to stay long. And so we just had decided to do it again. And then we ended up being able to stay for like a whole week at Miramar Beach, Florida, outside of Fort Walton. And it's her son, the 13, he just turned 13? Yeah, turned 13. He lives in Fort Walton with his dad, which is right outside of where we were at.
So how close is that to Jacksonville, Florida?
That's like maybe about 6-7 hours away.
Okay. We have several dear friends in Jacksonville, Florida, and honey and I, we're always saying we want to go to Florida. Okay, babe, I'm going to ask you that same question because we love some traveling. Is there a particular place that we've been that you would love to go?
New York City.
We have.
Yeah, I just told him.
And that was right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
We had a ball.
Yeah.
We went on the subway. We were like on 34th Street, Penn Station, and she did a pole dance for me. And watched,
It was my first time on this subway, and I'm looking around and I grabbed this pole and I said to myself, this is for my husband. Somebody better take a picture. Just put it. Anyway, we had a good, that's the only reason he want to go back. He wants to pole.
Yeah, that's nice.
But from there,
That's where she wants to go.
we went to Washington, D.C.
And I was in New York for a minute, that like part of the day, but most of our time was in Jersey. And she said she wanted to go as a place that she wants to go back to. So.
Okay.
Now we went back to Washington, D.C. Now I love that because we see all the sites. I went to Arlington National Cemetery. I went to Roosevelt, Dr. Martin Luther King. I went to all the monuments you could think about. We were there a week.
Yeah.
Didn't touch base with everything.
Still had a lot to do, huh?
Exactly. And that's what we want the viewers to see today. There's plenty of things we can do outside of our city, but there's also some great things we can do at home. Honey, tell them what we're doing right now.
We're having a home vacation.
And it's called, we've heard it, I don't know, it may be dictionary, but it's called staycation.
Yeah, staycation.
Staycation. And we're not going away because Honey Bun has been having a few little challenges with his knee. So we're preparing for knee surgery. But baby, you can't tell me I'm not on vacation. He has set everything up for me at this house.
Yeah.
Honey, tell him what you're doing for me outside.
Golf course out back.
He's making me a golf course, y'all.
We have about 5 acres. So I've got a room out back to make one.
Just in that area. They ain't talking about the other acres. But
y'all ain't talking about mini golf. Y'all talking about golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's nice.
Time with and so when y'all come to the Rock, y'all gotta call cousin Hodges. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honey,
Yeah.
You got another question? Let me see. Let me
You
see.
got
Let
them
me
all
see.
now.
Do I have them all? Let me see. Okay. We can talk about their profession. Okay, I know. Let's talk about, we started out talking about a blended family.
Okay.
That can be so interesting because if you don't do it right, you can mess up some stuff. So
Man.
teach us. We have 2 adult children, grown folks, 2 of them, a male and a female, and we have 3 young adult grands.
Okay.
Don't know nothing about no blended family. So teach us. Come on, then. Teach us how you how you do it and get it right.
I've always been from the perspective. For me, it's like whenever I've in the past coming up have dated someone with children, I always try to treat the children how I would want someone to treat my children, because I had children at an early age and I was a single dad for a while. And my kids' happiness was very critical to me. And a lot of times people will sacrifice their kids' happiness for their own happiness. I was not willing to do that. And so I made that factor. Like, if that's a smell test that if you can't pass that, then we can't be together. So just the part of from the old adage of doing unto others as you'd have them do unto you.
Come on.
That's how I try to approach the blended family part. It's just how I want my kids to be treated. I haven't always got that in reciprocation. I have it now, but I haven't always had that. I feel like I went the extra mile and did everything I could, and people only met me like 50%, sometimes 40%. But now, we both 100%. All my kids love her. They be like, we love Tasha. So it's just a really good thing. And it takes patience. It takes patience.
Okay.
Planning. You have to be mindful of everybody. You have to learn sometimes, you have to let the little things go, because it's a challenge to everybody. It's new to the kids. It's new to us. And, and it's an adjustment. It just takes time and hard work and effort. But if it's something you really want, it becomes easy. Like me, like now, I enjoy the whole blended thing. Like I said, like with Lariah, I always say, I got another bite at the apple. I have another opportunity for a daughter. The one I lost, I have an opportunity for another one to raise. She came in young enough at the earlier age. I think when she first came, she was 7. Yeah, and she's 10 now.
Wow.
So
that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Now you're sharing this from a dad male perspective. I want Latasha. Now you're the mom. You're the wife. You're helping pull all this stuff together. How do you do it?
I mean, like you said, I'm kind of piggyback off of him. I've always been a family person. I mean, I've always believed in, treat others, how you want to be treated. I've always treated people with respect and everything. So I just look at it as having a blended family. I just look at it as that, I mean, I wouldn't want nobody to just, treat me any type of way. So me just coming into his life, I think it's a blessing from God, most definitely. So, and we met at the perfect time, and God couldn't have put it together any better than that,
Right.
A moment in my life, I was kind of down. I was hurt, from where I was coming from in my life. And I really wasn't expecting to meet anybody. So, Allah just put that together for me. And, and now look at me now. I'm just blessed.
And 2 years you're looking in love, and I'm looking at my husband and I'm saying 48 years. Honey, I'm just trying to think about when you proposed to me, but I'm looking at this couple. This is a new, fresh couple. Girl, how did he propose to you? Let me go ask that question.
I'm gonna be real with you, cousin. Okay, he came to pick me from work one day, and what did you give me? You got me some what was that?
The M&M
Bakery. It's a deli sandwich place, and so my mind is not even thinking about no ring or anything like that. My mind's like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm ready to eat up something. He was like, why don't you look in the bag? So I'm looking in the bag and
tearing his food
I'm
up.
focused on
And
the
I'm
sandwich. I'm not even thinking of a ring or nothing. I'm like, I'm hungry right now. I haven't eaten nothing all day. So I go in and I get my sandwich and I go to eat. And I'm like, he was like, well, baby, will you marry me? And I said, yes, no hesitation. No, let me think about
You
it.
didn't say about the ring. You didn't say what happened with the ring. What happened with the ring? Like, how did you?
The ring box thing, and I took it out the bag, and
it was in the bag. It was in the bag with the food.
Yes, and I almost ate it.
And so I thought, like, when she took the sandwich out and everything, she would see the thing. But I didn't think about she was hungry. She been working all day, so she was just eating. So I was like, "Hey, babe, I said, hey, babe, some more stuff in the bag and some chips and more stuff." And then she got to digging in the bag and got the box, and she was like, "What?" Opened the box, and then everything was great after that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Sound like some romantic.
Now, my wife doesn't remember.
I don't. 48 years, baby. I can't baby.
In my apartment, it was raining, so instead of going on a picnic to the park, we had it there on the floor.
I remember
And
that.
I turned around and said, I bought this for you. I hope this fits. Will you marry me?
Yeah.
Yes. And then she put the ring on. Let's go show Dad. That's how quick it was.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a thing about the women eating or something.
Well,
that's when y'all vulnerable. That's when y'all vulnerable.
Well, we're hungry. Viewers, don't get that place where you are starving. No telling what will happen, girls.
I remember this part. I'm sitting in the car. She's at the front talking to her dad, holding her hand out like this. And her dad turns around and looks at me, like real serious.
Yeah, like what you doing?
Like, you better be serious.
Yeah, good.
But she was 16 years old.
Right.
Look, during our test, I kind of let that part slip. Y'all, 48 years, I was 16. So that was I'm a little girl.
I didn't look at her as a little.
I know.
Right to me.
And now
It's like a grown woman.
Listen, you knew what you wanted. You knew what you wanted. That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a blessing that it came apart.
Thank
It must have
you.
been right. It must have been the right decision 48 years later.
You're right about that. You're right about that. Okay, hon. I know you got a question right here.
Oh, I got
You got another question. Get ready, y'all.
All right.
For the guy.
Yeah, you're gonna ask the guy. I'm gonna switch this up.
Bug.
What kind of
Animal, bug.
A little creepy crawly.
Would you say your wife is as strong as? What kind of bug would you say she's stronger as?
And there's all kind of bugs.
Man.
You do stuff outside, but there are all kind of creepy crawlies. And some bugs are stronger than others. So think about your beautiful newlywed wife.
I'm gonna say she's strong like a spider because a spider is clever and it has a lot of different strengths.
Wait a minute.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But it has this ability to use its intellect versus its size to do what it needs to do.
Okay.
So
That's deep. That's deep. Oh yeah.
All right. What you had in mind?
Well, it's for you. It's for the guys. What would you say?
A beetle bug.
A beetle bug?
Because you can try to kill it, and the back is so strong, 9 or 10 lives. You just can't do it.
You're right. You're stepping on that beetle bug, and nothing is happening. So you think I got that kind of strength, baby?
You got that kind of strength.
I'm liking that.
All right.
Yes, that's the quiet strength.
This is good. This is good. Now I'm going to ask you all before we close. We've had a good time meeting. Do you all think you all are up to competing in a game show? Because you all got to match those same answers. Not these questions. We'll bring a whole new group of questions, but your answer has to match your wife. Your wife's answer has to match yours. Are y'all ready for some real competition?
Hey, I'm ready to be ready. So, I'm gonna give it my 100%. Like you said, I mean, it's been 2 years, and we probably haven't you know, we still in the honeymoon stage and we haven't had a lot of challenges and stuff. Thank God. And I hope we don't have a lot of challenges. I want to still be in the honeymoon stage 10 years. But yeah, I mean, I think we know a little bit. We know a little bit about each other. So.
Okay.
I like that. And I promise you, if you keep obeying God, keep it 100, 100. Don't try to split it up. Time I know I'm giving 50 and I'm giving 50. Nope, it's not gonna work. If both of you all give 100 and 100 and realize there's no perfect marriage, and no, both of you all have to serve each other and love. Baby, give me just a kiss.
Yeah.
Love and baby, you're gonna be on that honeymoon forever.
Thank you. You know, on that, you said to serve each other. I looked up when we first started to date, before we were engaged, I looked up our zodiacs. I'm a Leo and she is a Taurus. And it said that we're compatible, but we both like to be served. So that could cause a problem because we both like, you know, so, but like you said, we both have to serve each other.
Each other and enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
I think about my husband. Yeah. He write me a love letter every day. I'm going in the hallway, got a chandelier, got a love letter hanging from the chandelier, acting like a little kid. Oh my God, a letter.
I like that.
I go to the bathroom to wash my face. He hardly even see in the mirror because he has this big poster. I love you because of such and such. And I'm saying, oh, with it, baby. And so I just want to tell you, I just love that kind of stuff. And,
I know that.
And we have problems? Do we have ups and downs?
Yeah.
It's life. Life. Well, hey, you can't enjoy the good times if you don't go through any bad times.
Exactly. This has been so good. It's like when the people tune in, I want them to seem like they are sitting at our dining room table and they are hearing about love and laughter because the world needs this.
Yeah.
Television on, you open up a newspaper. I don't know about other areas. I can only speak for the Rock. It's so much going on, and I believe it's all over the world. So we need to learn to laugh. We need to learn
to hear something good.
Yes, that's my passion. Like, look, I'm always trying to get a laugh out of her, and a lot of times I do. She has a really great sense of humor. A lot of times I don't think all people always get my humor, but she gets it pretty much all of the time.
All the time.
And the same with her.
Yes.
Well, the joy of the Lord is our strength. So, babe, in closing, anything you want to tell your kinfolks?
I'm glad to have met you.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you too.
Absolutely. The feeling is mutual. I'm so glad I met you, and I hope that we will be able in the near future to get to Arkansas and stop by and visit y'all and get around the golf in and everything.
You're more than welcome. More than welcome.
Sounds good. Well, we love you all. We speak blessings over you all. You all will be hearing from us soon for the second part of your program, the Amazing Couples Game Show. So everybody that's watching, you all don't forget, subscribe now. Subscribe and you can see all of the episodes. That's the Amazing Couple Game Show. And we come on Facebook Live. That's at Phyllis Hodges every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we know you all are tuning in from all over the world. So you don't want to miss it. Central Standard Time. But babe, we do so many reruns. Y'all won't miss it anyway, because if you tap on, it's ain't showing again and again and again and again. So we love you all, and we're gonna say good night, and you all will be hearing from us real soon. See?
All right, love y'all, cousins.
Love y'all. Bye-bye.